Leading under pressure is no easy task. Imagine having to make decisions that impact lives, with little time to think and limited resources. Now, think about this. How do military leaders manage to keep their teams motivated, organized, and ready to act, even in the most critical moments? That's the difference between ordinary leadership and strategic leadership. In this video, you'll discover the tactics used by elite commanders to inspire confidence, overcome challenges, and make precise decisions in extreme situations. The best part? These strategies aren't exclusive to the battlefield. They can be applied to your career, your projects, or even your personal life to achieve extraordinary results. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll learn practical tools to lead with more clarity and efficiency. By the end, you'll be better prepared to face any challenge like a true strategist. Leading on the battlefield means facing the unexpected every second. Decisions that can mean victory or defeat need to be made at high speed, often with incomplete information. But why does this matter to you? Because, just like in the military environment, the professional and personal world is full of unpredictable challenges. As a leader, you're constantly put in situations that require clarity, focus, and confidence. However, many leaders fail not due to a lack of technical knowledge, but because of problems that seem invisible: unclear communication, indecision, and difficulty delegating. Think about how many projects have been ruined by misaligned teams or poorly calculated decisions. Just as on the battlefield, where a poorly given order can lead to fatal consequences, in everyday life, a lack of leadership can result in lost time, resources, and opportunities. Now, imagine if you could access the same type of preparation and mindset that enables a military commander to lead effectively. Strategies that not only solve crises, but also prevent them from occurring. On the battlefield, this is called strategic leadership. And the good news is that these same techniques can be applied in your work, in team management, or even in personal projects. The key to this transformation lies in understanding that leadership is built on three fundamental pillars: clarity in communication, decision-making under pressure, and the ability to adapt to change. These are the foundations we'll explore throughout this video, showing how to apply them in various contexts. In the following chapters, you'll discover real tactics that have helped commanders overcome the most extreme challenges and how these tactics can be adapted to your daily life. With this knowledge, you'll be able to lead more assertively, inspire confidence in your team, and achieve results that once seemed impossible. Let's begin by uncovering the first strategy: how clear communication can transform your leadership and prevent costly mistakes. Translation continued. The foundation of all effective leadership is communication. On the battlefield, a misunderstood message can mean the loss of lives. In the corporate world or personal projects, the impact might not be as extreme, but communication errors can still destroy deadlines, compromise results, and demotivate teams. That's why successful leaders prioritize clarity in communication above all else. Imagine a commander in the middle of an attack who needs to give instructions to a platoon. There's no room for lengthy speeches or ambiguities. Every word must be precise and immediately understood. This direct approach can and should be adapted to your daily life. In any environment, communicating objectively ensures that everyone knows exactly what needs to be done, who is responsible, and what the deadline is. But how can you achieve this level of clarity? First, avoid overloading your message with unnecessary details. Excessive information confuses and distracts people. Instead, be brief and go straight to the point. Use simple structures, such as lists or bullet points, to organize ideas and make them easier to understand. Another essential point is aligning expectations. On the battlefield, leaders always make the purpose behind their orders clear. Similarly, in professional environments, explicitly stating the why behind a task or decision can significantly increase engagement among those involved. When everyone understands the bigger goal, there's less doubt and greater commitment. Moreover, clear communication isn't just about speaking, it's also about listening. Effective leaders ensure their teams have space to ask questions and provide feedback. In the military, this practice is called confirmation of orders. The commander gives an instruction, and the soldier repeats it to ensure it was understood. You can use this same technique in meetings or when delegating tasks by asking people to repeat the main responsibilities they've been assigned. Common mistakes to avoid include talking too much, using jargon, or assuming everyone understood the message without verifying it. These failures create noise in communication, leading to delays and frustrations. In the end, clear and direct communication not only eliminates doubts, but also increases confidence in your leadership. When your team sees that you know what you're doing and communicate effectively, they are more likely to follow your guidance with greater dedication and less resistance. Now that we understand the importance of communication, let's move to the next pillar: how to make assertive decisions, even under pressure. Decision-making under pressure. Making quick and precise decisions is one of the most challenging skills for any leader. On the battlefield, the pressure is constant. Lives are at stake, and there's almost no time to reflect. So how do great military leaders manage to decide confidently, even under the most extreme conditions? The answer lies in simple yet effective techniques that you can also apply in your routine. In the heat of a military operation, every second counts. Imagine a commander deciding whether to advance or retreat with incomplete information. They don't have the luxury of waiting for absolute certainty, so they rely on quick analyses and prioritize what's most important. This same principle can be applied in decision-making in professional or personal environments. When time is limited, prioritize actions that have the greatest immediate impact and accept that not all variables will be under your control. One practical tool used by military leaders is the simplification of choices. By reducing options, you eliminate distractions and focus on what's essential. A good example is the Eisenhower matrix, which classifies tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, urgent but not important, important but not urgent, and neither urgent nor important. This prioritization helps you decide quickly what needs to be done now and what can be delegated or postponed. Another effective approach is real-time SWOT analysis. On the battlefield, commanders rapidly assess strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats before acting. In your daily life, you can use this technique to make more strategic decisions, even under high-pressure situations. For example, if a crisis arises at work, ask yourself, what's the greatest risk right now? What's the most significant resource I can use to counter it? Additionally, experienced leaders remain calm, even in chaotic situations. This doesn't mean ignoring pressure, but managing it. Techniques like controlled breathing and short breaks can help clear your mind and improve decision-making. In the military, a commander who demonstrates self-control inspires confidence in their team. For you, staying composed can mean being the stabilizing force during a crisis in the office or at home. Finally, remember that indecision is a dangerous choice. In the military, hesitation can cost lives. In the corporate world, it can mean missed opportunities or worsening problems. Acting based on the available information, even if imperfect, is always better than not acting at all. Now that you know how to make clearer and faster decisions, let's explore the next pillar of leadership: how to delegate responsibilities and build a team that truly trusts you. Delegation, building trust and empowering teams. An effective leader doesn't carry the entire burden alone. They know when and how to distribute responsibilities. On the battlefield, this skill is indispensable. Commanders who try to do everything themselves often end up overwhelmed, make poor decisions, and sometimes put their teams in danger. Similarly, in any area of life, the inability to delegate can limit your impact and stifle the potential of those around you. Building trust begins with a clear understanding of your team's strengths and weaknesses. In the military, this means knowing each soldier, their skills, limitations, and specialties. In a corporate environment, the principle is the same. A leader must identify who is best suited for each task. This not only increases efficiency, but also strengthens trust within the team. When you delegate, you show that you believe in people's potential, which motivates them to give their best. However, delegation isn't just about handing off a task and hoping for the best. It's crucial to provide clear instructions and ensure that the person understands exactly what's expected of them. A common practice among military leaders is called confirmation of understanding. After delegating a task, they ask the person to repeat what they understood. This eliminates doubts and ensures alignment. You can apply this technique in your workplace or projects by asking team members to restate their responsibilities after assigning tasks. Another critical aspect of delegation is granting enough autonomy for the person to execute the task without micromanagement. On the battlefield, decentralized decision-making is key to success. A soldier must be able to act quickly when the commander isn't available. In your context, giving autonomy doesn't mean abandoning oversight, but rather providing the freedom for your team to solve problems creatively and efficiently. Finally, it's essential to create a culture of accountability. In the military, every team member understands that their actions have direct consequences for the group. In corporate or personal projects, the leader must make it clear that delegation doesn't mean relinquishing responsibility. Monitoring progress, offering regular feedback, and celebrating achievements are ways to ensure everyone feels responsible and valued. Delegating effectively not only lightens the leader's workload, but also strengthens the team as a whole. When each person feels they play an essential role in the group's success, the results are exponential. With delegation well structured, the next step is learning how to adapt quickly to unexpected changes. Let's explore this in the next chapter: tactical flexibility. Tactical flexibility, adapting to change. On the battlefield, plans rarely go exactly as expected. Sudden changes in the scenario, new information, and unexpected factors force leaders to adjust their strategies constantly. This ability to adapt quickly is known as tactical flexibility, and it's as essential in the military as it is in any other context where leadership is required. Tactical flexibility doesn't mean abandoning plans, but being prepared to alter them as circumstances change. A classic example in the military is the concept of commander's intent. This means that when defining a mission, the leader outlines not only the specific steps, but also the ultimate objective. If something goes wrong during execution, the team knows what needs to be achieved and can adjust their approach without losing sight of the greater purpose. In your daily life, tactical flexibility can be applied in various ways. Imagine, for instance, that you're managing a project and face an unexpected delay. Instead of panicking or stubbornly sticking to the original plan, you should assess the situation and adjust the strategy to meet new deadlines and objectives. This might involve redistributing resources, prioritizing essential tasks, or even reshaping the project scope. A practical tool to develop flexibility is contingency planning. Military leaders always have a plan B, or even plan C and D. They pre-analyze the most likely risks and define alternative actions to address them. In the corporate world, this practice can be used for projects, events, or even routine tasks, ensuring that you're never caught unprepared. Another crucial factor is mindset. Flexible leaders don't view changes as threats, but as growth opportunities. This mindset allows you to handle setbacks more calmly and effectively, keeping your team motivated even in the face of adversity. When a leader remains composed and acts clearly during difficult moments, they instill confidence in the team, which feels more secure moving forward. Finally, remember that tactical flexibility requires balance. Adapting is important, but without losing sight of the core objectives. Adjusting strategies without a clear vision of what you want to achieve can lead to dispersion and loss of focus. With tactical flexibility, you'll be better prepared to face the unexpected without compromising results. Now that we've covered how to deal with changes, let's move to the next pillar of strategic leadership: proactive planning and how it prevents crises. Proactive planning, preventing crises. In the military, there's a fundamental principle that many leaders follow. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. It's known as the 7 Ps. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. This principle highlights the importance of being prepared before challenges arise, something that distinguishes successful leaders from those caught off guard. Proactive planning isn't just about anticipating what might go wrong, but about creating detailed strategies that account for various scenarios. On the battlefield, this could involve planning alternative routes for a mission or ensuring extra supplies in case of emergencies. In the corporate or personal realm, this might translate to preparing for meetings, creating realistic schedules, or developing backups for critical projects. One practical technique to implement proactive planning is creating hypothetical scenarios. Imagine you're organizing an important company event. In addition to the main plan, consider: asterisk, what if the keynote speaker can't attend? What if there's a technical issue with the equipment? Asterisk, having prepared answers to these questions can save time and prevent hasty decisions during a crisis. Another essential aspect of proactive planning is risk identification. Military leaders use risk maps to evaluate vulnerabilities in their strategies and allocate resources accordingly. You can apply the same approach in your work or personal life. For instance, in a large project, make a list of potential challenges and develop preemptive solutions for each one. This not only reduces anxiety, but also increases the confidence of everyone involved. However, planning shouldn't be so rigid that it stifles flexibility. Balance is key. Proactive planning should create a guide, not a cage. Ensure that your team, or you, has the freedom to adjust plans as new information or circumstances arise. Moreover, proactive planning strengthens team morale. When everyone knows there's a well-structured plan, they feel more confident and prepared to handle unexpected situations. This collective sense of security is crucial for the success of any group, whether on a battlefield or in a corporate setting. With a solid plan in place, you can prevent crises, minimize risks, and achieve your goals more effectively. Now that we've covered this final strategy, let's reflect on the real benefits these practices can bring to your leadership. The benefits of military leadership strategies. Now that we've explored the 5 fundamental strategies of military leadership: clear communication, decision-making under pressure, building trust through delegation, tactical flexibility, and proactive planning, it's time to reflect on the tangible benefits these practices can bring to your leadership and your life. Consider the impact that clear communication can have on your team. When everyone knows exactly what's expected of them, there's no room for confusion or misunderstandings. This not only boosts productivity, but also improves group morale. Teams that receive direct and precise guidance trust their leaders more, fostering a collaborative and effective work environment. The ability to make decisions under pressure is another powerful differentiator. Imagine facing a crisis at work or in your personal life and, instead of hesitating, acting with confidence and determination. This not only resolves problems quickly, but also projects an image of strong and reliable leadership. Strategic delegation doesn't just lighten your workload. It builds a more engaged and autonomous team. Employees or team members who feel they play a critical role in the group's success tend to work harder and come up with creative solutions, amplifying the overall impact. Tactical flexibility ensures that you're always prepared to handle unexpected changes. In a world that's constantly evolving, this skill is essential to remain effective and relevant. Meanwhile, proactive planning prevents crises and allows you to face challenges with more control and less stress. These practices aren't just abstract concepts. They've been tested and proven by leaders who've faced high-stakes scenarios, from military commanders to executives in major corporations. The transformation they promise is clear: leading with greater confidence, inspiring your team, and achieving extraordinary results. Leadership isn't a gift reserved for a select few. It's a skill that can be developed with the right tools. Today, you've discovered 5 military strategies that can transform the way you lead: clear communication, decision-making under pressure, building trust through delegation, tactical flexibility, and proactive planning. Now, it's your turn to take action. Which of these strategies will you apply first? Share your thoughts in the comments and pass this video along to someone who wants to improve their leadership skills. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content to help you become a better, more inspiring leader.